Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Recettear. So, it is the day before Sunday in the game, not in real life. Or I don't know, maybe you're watching this on the day before Sunday. But the game has decided that it hates me, or at least it did last episode, because at the start of this day, all of the good shit has decreased in price. So if we go to the news summary, it says the price of armor and metal has decreased. So that's all decreases. Sweets, armor, metal, it's all down. So I'm not gonna make hardly any money, because as you can see, almost all my stuff on the shelves is, you know, at a decreased value. I'd say a good, well, maybe not half of it, but quite a bit of it. And most of my items, you know, metal, it's all of my armor. None of it's good. But we need money. We need money desperately. What are my outstanding orders? And we have 2 orders today for hats and armor, so that sucks. Are the hats low price? They are. Of course they are. Why wouldn't they be? So my options are just completely ignore those, which I think has no consequences. Which I might do. Although Callie wants some armor, I do kind of want to get him some armor. But, I mean, like, really ideally, I could just ignore both of those orders, and the only thing that'll happen is the next day I open the store, they'll come in and be like, you didn't have my order on the day I wanted it, and then that'll be it. But we'll see, because the risk I run is I could spend all day in the dungeon, and that would be just super. But, the risk I run is, like, if I go to the dungeon and then come back to see if the news changes, which is entirely possible that it'll happen, that, you know, these things will actually go back up in price, then that'll be great, and I can actually get those orders done. But if I come back and they don't increase in price, then there'll be no way for me to go back to the dungeon. I don't think. No? I might be wrong about that. We'll find out. Let's do this. We'll go ahead and do that. So we're gonna go to the Adventurers Guild. All that shit has decreased. It's so depressing. I'm gonna go ahead and take Louis. I'm just gonna take his goofy ass right into the dungeon. Because we need more stuff. Is the long and short of it. Movement speed increased. Very nice. So I don't think there's any new skins in this part of the dungeon. I could be wrong though. We'll kind of wander about and talk about it. Ow! Why would you do that to me, Louie? Ooh, pumpkins. Didn't expect to see them here. So yeah. So funny side note. These guys actually made the people who made this game actually made another game. Called Chantilly's, I think is what it's called. And so I was playing the demo, and it's actually really funny because it's I don't really know how to describe it. Like, the basic plot is it's 2 sisters, and one of them has been cursed to be a fairy. Like, the easiest way to describe it is it's basically this game, but from the adventurer's viewpoint, right? So the younger sister is still a person. The older sister's been turned into a fairy, and they're on a quest to turn her back to, you know, make her normal again. And it's so funny sometimes how you can see. It's like, come on, guys, that's really the pattern you're going with, because like there's so many similarities between this. I mean, like all of the items are the same. Even down to taking the 2 main characters' names and mashing them together to make the title of the game. So like one of the girls' name is Elise, the other one's name is like Chant. And I don't know, like, it seems like kind of a fun game. It's kind of hard to play with the keyboard. It's more of a gamepad game, if that makes any sense. Like, the camera's a little bit irritating, the control, and I don't really know. I didn't get too far in the demo because it was hard. I'm not gonna lie. It was difficult because there's no level. Like, you don't level up the character at all, the main character, or at least you can't in the demo, or at least to the point that I got. You have to give her better equipment, but she only has 2 equipment slots. I don't know. It's bizarre. There's a free demo of it on Steam, just like there's a demo of this game. I'm assuming that they did the same thing with Chantilly's as they did with this game. Of the demo was the full game; it just stops after a certain amount of time. I don't know. It was interesting. If this game, like, if you've tried this game, you don't really like it, try Chantilly's. Because, like I said, it feels like it's this game, but from the adventurer's perspective. So, there's even like an item shop owner that you're helping out. Son of... See, this is why I hate... Goddamn... Ow! Okay, part of that was because I wasn't really paying attention, but also because... Fuck this goddamn ice trap. So, oh, what's that? You like being able to control your movement, eh? Shit! Why wasn't I facing that guy? Oh yeah, even all the enemies are the same. There's like fucking eye-bats in Chantilly's. So like it's basically this entire same game world. It's really kind of funny. So just be warned, like I said, if you're using a keyboard, the controls are a little wonky. But anyway, so we've been wandering around this dungeon for I don't know, 6-7 minutes, depending on how long I talked in the shop. I wasn't really paying attention. And yeah, it doesn't look like... The only reskin it looks like is the eye-bat we just ran into, but not really, because we ran into those eye-bats when we fought the eye-bat king. I just didn't point them out because I was busy trying not to get my ass kicked. But, yeah, so I'm just going to go ahead and keep wandering through the dungeon. I'm going to cut the video off, and I'll be back once we get to the boss. Or something interesting happens. Hopefully we'll run into a spear user again, whose name I forget, even though I made a point to look her up. Nagi, I think. It's 4 letters, starts with an M. Nagi sounds right. But yeah, like I said, cut the video off, and I'll be back once we find something interesting. See you guys in a bit. Alright, everybody, here we go. So we're about to go fight the boss. That I forget what it is for this level. Oh! Multiple crown slimes. That explains why I forgot. So, this fight is exactly the same as the first time you fight the crown slime. You just keep the tiny slimes away from the king slimes. They slowly shrink, and then you wail on them. Making sure to stay clear of their slime smash? What the hell that's called? Ooh. Ow. Ah! You almost got that slime. Balls. You bastard. No! I am really not that worried about my health. Louis has a lot. And there's some egg toast right there. Oh, what the shit? Okay, now I need to eat something. We'll eat this egg toast. I really don't want to eat that beef bowl. I'll eat this orange. That beef bowl is money. If I'd stop being a retard and doing stupid shit. Okay. Use your abilities, asshole. That's why you have them. Oh, awesome. Damn it. Go away, tiny slimes. There we go. There's one. Okay, now this should be a lot easier. One king slime and only one blue slime drops. Damn it. I thought for sure I was out of the way. I guess his hitbox is still the same, even when he's tiny. That's why I keep getting hit. Is the excuse I'm going to use. And not that I'm just a moron. Ah! Finishing blow! Cool, cool. So what did you drop? A slime stone. Very nice. I don't know why I keep getting slime stones over slime livers. Slime stones are way more rare. So we did okay for ourselves. I actually got a lot of garbage this time through. Like a lot of wool hats and clothes and leather armor. It was all a bunch of crap. I did manage to pick up some relatively pricey things, like the sand charm and the parade helm, which I can't use. Some more purity rings, which no one's buying. Pot stand, which is a treasure, which, you know, most likely no one will buy. And then just a bunch of extra garbage. So, what I've decided to do is we're going to go ahead and hang out. even though I'm gonna take a hit. Shit. Ugh. Okay. So I could easily go back in the dungeon again, because I really don't want to sell these things for a lower price. I mean, at that point, it's not so much getting money as it is earning experience, which is very, very valuable. But at the same time, words are things I know how to use. I would be selling at a loss. Like, I do need money, and we are coming up on a Sunday, which, you know, is just sell for the sake of selling day. So there's plenty of time to make up this. Yeah, fuck it. Fuck it. I'm just gonna void those orders. I don't even care. We are gonna go back to the Adventurers Guild, and we're gonna use Louis again, because I'm not in the mood to die or waste time. So as you can see, we're in a totally new place at the Amber Garden. And we're still getting garbage. Why are we still getting garbage? I guess the really good stuff doesn't come until the next couple of dungeons. But, I mean, really that's what we're working for. We want to get to the good dungeons. Shit. Plus, it's a good chance to get free loot. And everybody likes free loot. I was just going to try to barge through it, but Louis was not fast enough. As you can see, obviously the rabbits have made a comeback. We haven't seen these guys since the very second dungeon. I guess first dungeon, if you don't count the tutorial dungeon as a real dungeon. Which I guess it kind of is, and it's pretty cakey. Yay, toothpicks. But, so yeah. And I actually don't think the rabbits have a reskin. I think they're just the same, you know, furry little... Yeah, we're seeing a lot of the stuff from the first dungeon making a comeback. The mushrooms are back, the furry bunnies are back. Yeah, you gotta love them. Yeah, so I mean, like, really, I think those are gonna be the only... I don't think there's anything new to this part of the dungeon. Just a lot of the same rehash stuff. And there's something about dungeon crawlers that can be kind of blah, I guess, is a lot of repetitiveness to it. Like, I mean, if you don't like seeing the same things over and over again, I mean, dungeon crawlers and RPGs really aren't for you. But I don't know, like, it doesn't really bother me if I don't think about it. I just kind of focus on whatever my goal is. Which, you know, still didn't make it. Damn. My reflexes are just sucking. I was going to tempt fate and try to hit it again, but decided against it at the very last second. Ow. Those slimes, those yellow slimes pack a punch, man. I need Louis to get better equipment. And there we are. Just replace the iron armband with the big shield. Yeah. So that's a pretty... That's like, what, like 6 points boost in defense? I definitely dig that. I need Louis to buy a... I managed to avoid it that time. Only because it's a pretty big room. For a hallway. Damn it. No endless loot. Anyway, other than that, you know, it's gonna be the same deal it always is in dungeons, guys. Just gonna cut the video off, and we'll be back if something interesting happens. What the hell? Oh, it's a pop-up mushroom. Not unlike a pop-up book, but somehow less fun. Anyway, alright, so I will talk to you guys in a minute. Alright everyone, here we go. We're about to go fight the boss of the Amber Garden. The boss. So, as you may or may not remember, a couple episodes ago, we went to the town square, and there was a little girl there, a little elf girl that was lost and looking for her sister. And, So you might not remember it because I kind of blew through it and I just kind of like offhandedly mentioned it. I really should have, you know, focused more on it because, like, as it turns out, she's the boss of this dungeon. Still looking for her sister. And she promptly freaks out. And she's a racist. So she is an archer. She somehow has control of boxes. So this fight is relatively easy. Damn it. There's a barrage of enemies here that are trying to piss you off. And she hides behind boxes and shoots at you. When she shoots, you want to make sure you're not standing in the same spot she shoots at, but you gotta try to hunt her down. So the first one is easy, as you saw. She's just behind the boxes. In this one, she's actually hiding inside of a box. And the only way to tell where she's at is to try to determine the trajectory of the arrows. And there she goes. And then on to the last part. So, same thing with this one, only her blows are way stronger. Damn it. And she's kicking my ass because Louie has no magic defense. I think she's over here. Having a hard time pinpointing her. There she is. Okay, now we actually have to fight her. Enemies and everything. And she's relatively easy, just kind of a pain in the ass. There we go. And she's down! Take that, 5-year-old. So, and of course Recettear being the kind-hearted protagonist with, you know, the naivete of a 5-year-old or however old she is. So we take her back. Oh no, wait. That's right. Treasure chest appears, and inside of it is a magical potion that can heal all wounds. How convenient. There's the door. I'm gonna grab this book on the way. I said we're gonna grab this book on the way out. We don't want this wooden help. Fuck you. We want this book. Sweet dream! Or sweet sweets. So we got home safe. We got a pretty okay haul. Mostly this fur robe is what I'm super excited about. Except for it doesn't really matter because we can't sell it yet because it's still blue. But yeah, so we take this little girl home. And let's get through a little bit of this. Okay. So we gave her all of that medicine, which is apparently elf medicine. And it's also so expensive it could have easily paid off our debt. But yeah. Yeah, so this is Tella the Archer. And as you may or may not have guessed, at the end of every dungeon is a playable character that becomes an adventurer. So, like I said, and I think in one of the earlier episodes, I might have mentioned this, but I don't recall. There are 8 adventurers total. 4 of them you have to get because of story, and 4 of them are optional. We already have 2, Charm and Louie, who are. Yeah, see, here's Tears saying we could have made more money than kings, repaid the debt in a single blow. Teal reveals she actually isn't a greedy fairy. Well, I mean, she's a greedy fairy, but she's not just greedy. Yeah, there's speculation that Dungeon's alive. Blah, 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 blah. So we got a pretty good haul in the dungeon today. But yeah, oh yeah, so we have Charm and Louie, who are required by the story, and we have Kalu, who is one of the optional. I think... Okay, yeah, so Tella takes off to go look for her sister. She comes back at some point and gives us her Guild Adventurers card, and then we can take her into the dungeon. I don't really have a whole lot of experience with Tella. As a matter of fact, I don't think I've ever actually used her. So I can't vouch for her effectiveness as an adventurer just yet. My experience is limited to Louie, Charm, Nagi, Kalu, and Ellen are the only adventurers I've used. I haven't had a chance to use... Well, I just haven't used Tella yet, and then the 2 other ones I actually haven't gotten as adventurers. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. All this shit is still expensive. Yep. Balls. So also, if you see, if we go to Advanced Orders, it says Past Due. But that I have to deal with that in the next episode, because this one is just at its limit. So, next time we're gonna make some money. Money! Well, we have to, because we're very quickly coming up on our debt. I think I'm gonna spend the next couple of days just trying to make some money. There's actually a couple of events we have to go through to unlock the next dungeon, but those take time that I'm not willing to spend at this point. We'll see what happens. So, anyway, like I said, that's the end of this episode. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and join me next time on Let's Play Recettear.